Hey, my YouTubers and everyone in the world. Today is February the 6th. The time is now 4:25 p.m. So today was a beautiful Wednesday all day, guys. But it's going to be part 2 to our video that we shot yesterday. But if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you can see more of me because it only gets better. Now, moving forward, the topic is going to be 5 easy tips on how to overcome being scorned. Now, guys, I really need you to pay close attention to what I am about to say. These tips are very, very helpful, but I also want you to understand that when you're scorned, when a woman has been scorned, it really takes time to overcome that hurt, that pain, that anxiety, that depression, like that sadness. It takes time to overcome that. And if you were the person who actually hurt this woman and made her scorn, it's going to take a lot of time, practice, patience to get through it. But if you really love her and you feel like she's worth it, then you guys can get through any situation together as long as you guys are on the same page. Now, easy tip number 1 on how to overcome being scorned is do not retaliate. I know that sometimes when we are hurt and we very emotional and we have pain and someone hurt us that we loved and stuff, we want to often retaliate because we want them to hurt just as bad as they hurt us or even worse. But do not retaliate, women. Do not retaliate, because honestly speaking, guys, it's not even worth it. If you feel like a person is bringing you out of your character so that, you can prove to them how messed up you can be and, you want to fight them and all this other stuff, like, that's not the way to handle the situation. I believe that that's really childish. And I believe that there's always a better way to handle that type of situation. And like I always say, guys, if a person brings you out of your character that much, then you really don't have any business being with them. You can just leave, walk away and say, you know what? I ain't gotta mess with you no more. I mean, it's just that simple. So do not retaliate. Even if you really, really want to, do not retaliate. Easy tip number 2 is express yourself. Now, that's going to be easy tip number 2. Women, learn how to sit down and actually have a conversation with your man about how you feeling. Fighting is not the answer. Sit down and let him know, babe, this is what you did. This is how it made me feel. Yes, you hurt my feelings, but you know what? I'm going to move on past the situation, because not only does it not only is that handling the situation like an adult, but it's just way more mature. It's way classier. And it just saves all the extra drama and stuff, because every action has a reaction. So, just express yourself and let your man know this is how you feel, and this is what hurt your feelings. So he'll know, if y'all going to still be together, he'll know what to do and what not to do next time. So he'll have a better understanding of how you operate, because every woman is different. But like I said, express yourself. Easy tip number 3 is take responsibility for your part in that situation. Now, a lot of times, a lot of people are so quick to point fingers the opposite way because it's easier to do that. But in a situation like this, it's very imperative for you to take responsibility for your own actions. If you know you did certain things to make this man pissed off or to push him to that point or whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, when you're communicating with your man, it's very important for you to sit down and say, babe, I know that I did this wrong, and I know that I did that wrong. But at the end of the day, you're taking responsibility for your part in it. This way, he don't feel like you're just pointing fingers his way, and, then he starts getting pissed off and angry because you're not saying, well, I did this and you did that. Like, the point is, sit down and take responsibility for your part in that situation. Easy tip number 4. I believe this is really, really important. Get support. Get support from your friends. Get support from your family members. Get support from even a counselor if you feel like you need to talk to a therapist or whatever the case may be. But just don't go through this alone. Sometimes we need to talk to an outsider to see, their point of view about the situation. I'm not saying that they're always going to be right, but certain things that they may say, might click in your head, and you might think to yourself, well, you know what? She is right about that. or he is right about that. So yes, do not go through this alone. Make sure you get the proper support from someone that you trust, and someone that's neutral, someone that's not going to take your side or his side. Someone that's going to say, look, from an outsider's point of view, this is how I see this situation. So that's going to help a lot. Now, easy tip number 5, and I feel like this is one of the hardest things for us to do sometimes, and it takes a lot of time. Forgive, forgive, forgive. Yes, I said it. Let it process in your brain. Forgiving someone for the hurt and the pain that they have caused you is one of the most powerful but yet hardest things to do sometimes. Because I know that when we sit there and we love someone and we trust them, the last thing we want them to do is hurt us. The last thing we want them to do is lie to us, is to break that bond that we built. But at the end of the day, the best thing you could do, not only forgive your partner, but forgive yourself. If you feel like you've done something that you might regret, or you feel like you've done something that if you had knew that this was going to be the outcome, you wouldn't have did that, you would have did it a little differently, it is what it is. It's already said and done. So forgive yourself and forgive the person who hurt you, because that's going to make you so much stronger, so much wiser, so much better than that situation. And it'll help you to move on. A lot of times, especially when a woman is scorned, she holds on to that pain, that sorrow, that depression, and she constantly, constantly go over it, the situation that happened, and she asking herself, why did this have to happen to me? Sometimes you might not find the answer. Sometimes things have to happen in order for us to grow, in order for us to mature, in order for us to move on. We know what it feels like to be hurt. We know what it feels like to have that pain and that sorrow and that discomfort. But at the end of the day, guys, the best thing you could do, not only for your partner, but for yourself, is forgive them, because people make mistakes. And I understand a lot of y'all probably looking at me like, well, he knew better than to do this, and that. And I get it. I understand. But at the end of the day, look, we only humans. And sometimes we going to do stuff that we can't even explain. We like, well, why did we do that? Oh, well, we just did it. We was living in the moment. So things happen, guys. If you with someone that you forgive and you gave them another shot and they did it again, then it's time for you to definitely walk away. Wash your hands and say, you know what, I'm done. But sometimes people do make mistakes, and through those mistakes, they learn. They learn. Yes, it may take some longer than others, but it is what it is. But like I said, easy tip number 5, and I know it's going to be a little bit challenging, is to forgive yourself and to forgive your partner for whatever the situation may be that happened between y'all. But y'all got to work on it together. It can't be a one-sided thing. It can't just be, oh, the woman is working on it, but the man is not. Or the man is working on it, but the woman is like, man, please. If y'all want to be together, y'all have to work together to make this work. That's it. But, like I always say, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And, of course, visit my website at shoploveronline.com. Until next time, guys, I hope that those 5 tips that I gave you guys helps you through your journey of being scorned. And, look, you'll get through it. It's not the end of the world. Peace.